Welcome to the Mac and Maj podcast. My name is Maj.
This is Mac.
This is Mac. Yeah, so what we have today
Some merch.
is we have some merch.
Mac and Maj.
And it says on mine on the back, it says Maj.
And mine says Mac.
Okay, so shout out.
Because I'm Mac.
So I'm going to shout her out. She's been asking me to shout her out for, what is this, 15 episodes?
Is this why she did it?
Huh?
To get a shout out?
Oh, probably,
I thought it was, okay.
Yeah, so for Eid, my aunt Lana, okay, she got us these shirts. I don't know if she's a fan of the podcast, but she definitely loves to be shouted out.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if she listens. I have no idea. All I know is that this attention's gonna do wonders for her.
Well, hey, if she doesn't listen, then we can just edit this out.
We could just edit this out. We could just edit this right out. So shout out Lana. So that's number one.
So if you guys hear this, you know that she watches it.
And by the way, this episode
This episode
is brought to you by Calor Food. For the people that don't know who Calor Food is a meal prepping, meal catering business owned, operated, and founded by Chef Ayman Jabouri.
Shout out Ayman.
So shout out Ayman. So one of the biggest things about Calor Food is it is halal zabiha as well. So he's got y'all too. Feel free to check out his Instagram at Calor Food, CALORFOOD. Website coming soon.
And he cooks the food and delivers it to you. So it's not like a Blue Apron kind of thing where, you know, they send you the ingredients and then you have to cook it at home.
Yeah. So I mean, he takes care of the food. He cooks it, whether it's pickup, delivery, whatever. So I personally, I think that you guys should definitely take a look at this. If for nothing else, just follow that account for the content that he posts.
Yeah, the pictures and the videos of the food and how he does it just looks amazing.
Absolutely. So shout out Chef Ayman. Shout out Calor Food.
Calor Food.
Videos coming soon. Little collab videos with him coming soon.
The main topic of this week.
Okay, this is number one. This is number one of the week. So we talked a little bit about it last week, and unfortunately,
It escalated. And it's continuing to escalate.
It escalated past the point. Do you hear that? There's like a... Maybe me. Whoops. But yeah,
the escalation.
So it did escalate. It's tough, man. So
Palestine.
The Palestinian situation has definitely escalated to a point where we are now past the thoughts and prayers.
Whoa, what do you mean?
No, I mean like thoughts and prayers usually to me are reserved for when things are in the beginning. After that, action needs to be taken.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes.
So that's what I mean. Yeah, you can still have your thoughts and prayers, but you need to do a little more because now the shit's getting out of hand.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's too much.
It's too much. I mean,
and people need.
And by the way, it's been too much. It's been too much this whole time. So let's not act like it wasn't. But the reason I say it's getting past that now and it's too much now is because you are actually seeing non-Palestinians, non-Arabs, people that have nothing to do with the situation, not in politics or nothing, just the average Joe saying, "Holy shit,
there's something wrong."
There's something wrong,
yes.
And that's why I say, okay. Let's leverage this because we don't generally, as Palestinians, get the support from these third parties of people that are, non-Arab, non-Palestinian.
Now it's like a global movement.
Now when I say it's not, this is starting to get serious, the movement is growing. So it's now growing. we need to try and make our voices louder here. And let the world know, get on media stations, get on every single platform we can, and let the world know what's really going on.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm doing a lot of these, and you know me, I don't really share that much stuff on my social media accounts.
No, not at all.
I don't.
Not at all.
But in the past week and a half, 2 weeks, I've been doing a lot of sharing of posts from credible sources, right? There's a lot of credible sources. That's what I feel like that's the least thing I can do for Palestine right now. Is to spread the word, raise awareness, make people understand what's actually going on. Because truthfully, the media and all that stuff, they're not really showing you what's really going on, at least here in the United States.
No.
And Western countries in general.
The media in the United States definitely has, they have biases. They have biases and they have relationships that they can't really afford to lose.
Exactly.
Right? So to me, I don't even look to American media. I don't look to President Biden. I don't look to any of these people to expect them to retaliate because at the end of the day, I know what it is, right?
Yeah.
I know what the relationship is. I know what they're going to come with. I don't vote for a president in my mind, knowing whether or not he's going to support Palestine, because at the end of the day, this is America, so we know what it is.
Yes.
But I think, what I've seen here is, as a Palestinian, what I've started to learn is that you will never get the support of the white people, black people, Hispanics, the indigenous community.
People in the United States.
You won't get that support unless you are out there in the field doing work.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Because we can't keep hiding behind we live in America.
And you can't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can't keep hiding behind living in America.
No more.
And in addition to that, if you are not actively supporting a cause that is close to your heart, that represents who you are, how can you expect people that aren't close to this situation, that don't have family back there, that don't have any ties, whether that be
to support
culturally, nothing? Why would they support you?
No.
But I mean, yes, they could see the injustices, but what's their incentive? They don't see their own, that country's own people.
Yes.
That, of course,
we are the ones who need to lead it. Us Palestinian, Arab, Americans. We lead it. They will follow us when they see what's right. And we're not like going out and protesting or sharing things that are not true.
No.
We everything we have is true. When people see the truth, they will follow.
There's no such thing as my truth, their truth. It's just the truth.
Just the truth.
It's just the truth. We're not lying to you. We don't have, remove the bias, remove all of that from this.
Yeah.
There is objectively an issue here. And don't get me wrong, I have issues with a lot of things here. But there's no way that you could look at this situation,
because a lot of issues in the United States are really like opinion based.
Yes.
Right. And like a lot of controversies here. It's like gun control, abortion.
They tie back to religion. They tie back to all types of stuff.
But this is a humanitarian issue.
Yes.
It's true.
Yes.
And there's only one way to look at it.
I think there's only one way to look at it, and I think if you're an intelligent person, you know for a fact what is happening there is wrong. Now, whether or not you voice that has nothing to do with your intelligence. That has to do with your relationships.
That's something else.
If your relationships are inhibiting you from doing that,
it's what you do at the end of the day.
It's what you do.
It's what you do.
So yes, there are a lot of Congress men and women, right, that I know for a fact understand that this is wrong, that aren't saying anything and are actually speaking in favor of the guilty party in this situation. But I know that that's not them saying, the Palestine is wrong, Palestine is this. That's them saying, I'm trying to cover my ass, which to me is a whole different thing. Now you're just spineless. Yeah. I think at this point, so, and we had this conversation earlier in the week, there are a lot of stupid people in the world.
A lot.
That take bits and pieces of this and
shape it to what they want.
Right?
Media.
They shape it to what they want, and they're like, oh yeah, Palestinians, they've been terrorists for hundreds of years. They've been this, they've been that, because that's what the media is telling them, what they're listening to. But they're not getting the real shit.
You know what's interesting? It's people will not understand what it feels like until they're attacked themselves. And why I say this is, if you remember during this week, Israel bombed a building. That was that had journalists, Al Jazeera, Associated Press.
Yeah.
So that building, when it was brought down, people like CNN and CNBC, whoever, they went on. They're like, "Whoa,
yeah, because
you're killing journalists now. You're killing us."
So
you know what I mean?
My crazy thing is, why did they target that building? Right. So if you are them, if you're the Israeli IDF, right? Why do you target that building if you are giving them a warning? So if you're giving them a warning, they called them, they gave them a warning, like, hey, get out, we're going to bomb this building, right? So what did you do it for? You didn't do it to kill people because you gave them a warning.
Yeah.
So you did it literally to suppress the media coming out of Gaza.
To limit, exactly.
Right? So, the thing is, man, is I went to the protest yesterday in D.C. And I felt like, whether or not there's going to be sometimes, there was another protest earlier this week I couldn't make. There's going to be protests in the future I couldn't make. But I feel responsible to go to these protests when I can. Like, if I'm just sitting on my ass, no, I'm going to these protests.
Exactly.
I'm going to these protests.
Exactly.
Because if I don't go, how can I expect other people to go, right?
Correct.
But I went to this protest, right? I would say upwards of 10,000 people. Just a march, just
It looked
you know,
great.
and one of the things that was said, and it was tough to hear sometimes because there's so many people chanting, but like the people organizing the event, one thing that I did hear is the Nakba never ended.
Yes.
This is the 73rd anniversary of 1948,
This past weekend,
which was Saturday,
Saturday.
when the march occurred. But the Nakba never ended, because look at what we're seeing here. Look at what we're seeing today. And for those of you that don't know the Nakba,
it's a continuation.
the Nakba began in 1948. Okay,
that was the day. They call it Nakba, means catastrophe in Arabic.
So that's when the first wave of occupying Palestine happened.
That's when they moved in and they
were telling everybody, no, you got to move from your homes. This is our shit now. Essentially, what we're saying is that never ended.
Yeah,
right.
It's still continuing till today.
It is
73 years later.
It's crazy,
unfortunately. But if you guys really do care about the truth and what's going on, and you want to spread the word and raise awareness, I suggest you follow people on Instagram like Talk About Palestine or IMEU. I'll put the links up on our social media pages so that you guys can search them and share them.
Yeah.
And what I like is that a lot of people are using the same sources, and those sources are credible.
Yeah.
So I suggest you take those, you share them, because you're bound to affect one person that you have.
I just want to shout out all of my non-Arab, non-Palestinian friends, and actually I want to.
I know a lot of people who have been sharing it, who are not Arab, who are not Palestinian.
But let me tell you what bothered me. What bothered me is the people that didn't share it, because a lot of the people that I don't see sharing happen to also be Arab.
Well, I mean,
and there's and trust
it depends why, and I'll tell you why.
There's circumstances why within each respective country.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Because there's certain shit you could say in certain countries. There's certain shit that you can't say in certain countries.
Yes, 100%. I understand that, and people are forgetting that. You know, some people will think, well, you know what? No, I don't want to get into politics. I don't want. This isn't politics. This is just human rights.
Yeah.
And if you're for human rights,
yes,
then you should raise your voice.
To me,
it's a human rights issue.
It's like when political. They were doing the Black Lives Matter protests this past year.
Yeah.
It's not a debate what's happening.
It's not a debate.
Like, it's not a debate what's happening. So
we
I don't
all
understand.
shared it. We all supported it. We are with them.
You know what it is? It's gaslighting. So gaslighting, you know what gaslighting is?
No.
Gaslighting is essentially when you get into the mind of a person and invalidate their emotions by saying, oh, you're crazy, or oh no, this isn't happening.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is. And they gaslit minorities like the Black Lives Matter, like Black Lives essentially. But with the Black Lives Matter protests, we saw the result. With the Palestinian protests, you see the result. Yeah. If you continuously invalidate my emotions while social media is continuing to grow and our reach, our expansion of our story is starting to hit the masses, you're going to see people that are going to refute that claim.
Yeah. I mean, look, for me, this is a question that I don't want to put this question on you as a burden, but just think about it for you and our viewers. For the Black Lives Matter, right? Mm-hmm. For Black Lives Matter movement, mm-hmm. It was all triggered by the George Floyd killing, right? Let's just say that's what struck the movement. You mean
the one that happened past year?
In the past year. Yeah, okay, in the past year. The result of that was justice for George Floyd, right? Convicted. What was his name? Derek Chauvin for 3 counts.
Yes.
Right. What do you think is the result of this movement?
Nothing.
You don't think nothing will happen?
No.
Nothing at all. Mm-mm. So I agree with you.
Okay, but hold on. Let me explain this because I don't want to seem like this guy.
No. You're not this guy. We understand. I understand.
You understand, but they might not understand what I mean by that. So let me just explain. When I say nothing, I mean there will not be a direct result of policy change or anything as a result of these protests.
Of course not.
But what we can do, is if we continue to have our voices be heard, eventually that pressure is going to reach. But I'm telling you from experience, as someone that's seen this shit happen a million times, now obviously never to the degree that I've seen it now, but it's continuously growing. But let me tell you, let me ease your mind. Nothing is going to happen this time. But don't get discouraged, because once you get discouraged, that's how we lose.
I was just going to say that.
That's how we lose.
If this is the start of this kind of movement, it has to continue.
And it has to be peaceful.
Yeah. And history, we've lived this. Palestinians have lived this for the past 73 years, mm-hmm. right? When movements like this happen, give it a month or two, and then it
fizzles
just dies.
out. I think a big thing that I said, and they said at the protest on Saturday, it said, please, please, please do not engage with counter protesters. Do not engage with the police. This is a peaceful protest.
Yes.
In the United States, and I don't like being this guy, but in general, when it comes to minorities, these top level guys, these authority figures, these, whether it be the police, whatever, sometimes it feels like they're just looking for a reason.
Yeah.
They're just looking for a reason. They want to catch you slipping one time and then it's over for you.
Yes.
They want to catch you paying with a fake $20 bill so they could choke you out with their knee on the floor and kill you in front of hundreds of people.
Right.
Right? They want you to give them that opportunity sometimes. And I'm not saying all of them, but there's a good amount of them. And I'm not talking about just cops or whatever. I'm talking about people in authority. They are just looking for a reason to fuck you up. Okay? So please
don't give them that reason.
On behalf of all Palestinian people, I'm talking about in America, because this is how we fight this in America. Please do this peacefully.
Yeah, don't be
so
stupid.
We can continue to build our network. We can continue to build people in and grow. We don't want the media attention to be Palestinians are destroying embassies. They're doing this.
It's about raising awareness. That's it. That's what we're doing.
We have to raise. This has to go slow. Because the immediate action shit, that doesn't work with this level of politics. You can't convict somebody.
Yeah, exactly. And always try to just keep pushing the content. Keep sharing. Keep raising awareness.
And be smart with how you share, because you can't share 30 things a day. People are going to be like, okay, this is just too much. I'm not going to read all this shit.
Yeah. But don't share from uncredible sources.
Yes, please. Don't credible sources, and make them short but impactful.
Yeah, to me, especially on this topic, CNN and local news networks are not credible sources.
At this point, no,
it is not.
They're not, because they're not telling the story.
It's
like if you wanted to get real like election analysis, right?
Yes.
You don't go to Fox News.
No.
You don't go to CNN. And I'm talking about before the results even came out. Because there's just obviously just 100% bias between those two.
Yeah.
It's obvious, right? So if you're trying to get impartial shit, you can't go to these networks that have relationships, that have special interests, right? Anyway.
Yes.
So I went to the protest. It was great. Hopefully I get to go to ones in the future. I'm seeing protests all over the world.
Yeah,
man.
if there's a protest, go.
Yes, try your best to go. And again, please be peaceful, because at the end of the day, your actions, especially for the the non-Arabs and non-Palestinians, your actions will not be a reflection of your people. They will be a reflection of ours.
Exactly.
Right? And while that might be true in certain cases, at the end of the day, if there's violence at a Save Sheikh Jarrah protest, or end the occupation protest, or some shit like that, they're looking at, okay, what was this for? Palestine? Okay, Palestinians, you're violent now. That's not where we want to be.
Exactly.
This is peaceful. This is diplomatic. We are just trying to get this conversation going. It is not our job to retaliate in that way, right?
No.
It is our job to do this in the way that people listen, right? And it's going to be a slow burn. It is not going to be a quick fix. So please...
Based on our history.
Exactly.
There's no fix.
No.
Don't even look for fix. Look for raising awareness.
Exactly. Set small goals, achieve a large set of small goals, and knock them off one by one, because that's going to give you confidence to knock off the next one.
I'll tell you why. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'll tell you why raising awareness is important at this stage right now. Mm-hmm. Raising awareness, because people now understand there's a lot of humanitarian issues happening in the world, and that's the topic in our generation right now.
Our generation, Gen Z is...
Gen Z. So how are they going to act on the Palestinian-Israeli issue, right, if they don't know it?
Absolutely.
And they don't know what's actually going on.
And that's why you bring up the great point of you need to make sure they're credible sources. I said,
Palestinian
make
people.
it short and sweet, because some people, they're going to be like, this is too much posting. I'm just going to skip through this story. No. That's not how you share content. Have you ever taken a class where, or even in work, when they're like, okay, you need to put a PowerPoint deck together, right? You're not putting a PowerPoint deck together with 200 words on it.
3 or 4
Just
sound,
three or four
summary.
bullets, nice visuals,
So that's
nice
I
colors.
love that you said that, because when this first happened last week, I would like share posts from these credible sources, but like I'd share like 10 or 15 of them at a time.
Yeah, no, you have
So
to be
then I
cognizant.
realized this like earlier last week. I was like, you know what? I see the views. I see that it's going down each time. I'm like, you know what? No, I want that 300, 500 people to see the first one, and that's it.
Yes.
If it's good. If you have another one, do that. But don't bombard it. Every day, 1 or 2, you're done.
Yeah, that's
Credible sources.
You have to credible sources, short and sweet,
and we'll
easily
link. I'm gonna link
absolutely.
I'll link the credible people or the credible pages on
We'll
Facebook
put a
and
post.
Instagram.
We'll put a post on our social media
Yes.
with a few of the links. But that's all I'm trying to say, because you are trying to capture the attention of the masses. You do not do that with articles. You do not do that with long paragraphs. And
Very true.
Even though I appreciate it, I read them because I'm close to the situation.
but not everyone does that.
But when you're trying to do customer acquisition, that's a bad sales pitch. I'm just saying it for
No,
what it
I
is.
understand. Yeah.
So let's set short-term goals. Let's do
Raise
goals.
awareness.
Raise awareness. Let's do what we can.
Share credible sources.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so off of Palestine for a second, and that was a great conversation. A big development that happened in the United States this past week, which is interesting because it's coinciding with all the protests, is they didn't lift the mask mandate, but the CDC now says if you are vaccinated,
The recommendation. Yep.
you can now resume completely to normal life.
Completely normal.
100%.
And you don't need the mask.
No,
And you don't need to social distance.
I still am, but
Yeah. But I'm saying that's what the CDC said.
yeah.
You can go to movie theaters. You can go to restaurants.
You know what I like about us, bro? We're liars.
I mean you?
No, not me.
I was like, whoa.
No. I'm kidding. I don't like that about us. But here's my thing.
Who's us?
The United States?
Oh, okay.
So like the thing with America is like you can't do federal mandates. Like it doesn't work that well just because
Each state has its own
each state has its own shit.
own
like,
laws.
It has its own laws.
Most complicated democracy in the world.
Very. So because of that, because you can't do these mandates, you're going to see a lot of people, because like my gym, for example, Lifetime sent out a message. They said, look, if you are vaccinated, you no longer need to be wearing a mask throughout your entire stay at this gym.
Well, my gym did not say that. My gym said you have to wear it no matter what.
Yeah. So
it just depends.
It just depends. But for me, I'm looking at Lifetime. I was like, you stupid mother. Like, because unless you're doing what I think I would do in this situation, you walk up, you get your vaccine card, you give them the vaccine card. They open your profile in the back end and just check something to where every time you scan it, they know this person is
guy's
vaccinated,
a vaccinated guy.
Right?
But my gym does that now.
So, but here's the problem. Here's the problem with even if you do that. The people on the front desk aren't the same people on the floor. So at the end of the day,
how are you gonna know?
You won't fucking know.
Yeah.
You won't know.
The only way is to not let them in until you're vaccinated, but they can't do that.
But you can't do that because capitalism. So
But look,
I'll have to say this didn't change anything for my life.
No, not at all. Because I'll tell you something else. CDC is kind of like annoying, and I say that because you don't need a mask anymore. You can go to the movies, sit next to people you don't know. Everything's fine. But if you get on a plane, you still need it. What? How does that even make sense to you?
And you know why it doesn't make sense? The plane has better filtered air and air filtration than a freaking movie theater.
That's what I'm saying. And the movie, you're in a movie. Average movies are like, 2 hours long?
Yeah, on average.
Right? And what's the average flight in the U.S.? Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I understand if they say, okay, international flights, you have to do it, but domestic flights, you don't need to.
I get what you mean.
Come on. Most people from here, where do they go? Chicago, Florida, New York, Texas?
To me,
man.
To me, what I don't understand, and maybe I will one day. So I'm not going to say it's over. But what I don't understand is why the CDC rushed to do this.
Well, it's political. In my eyes. I'm sorry. That's what I believe.
So
it's like, he made a point. He said it's going to happen by May. It happened.
Okay, so that's my initial hunch.
Unfortunately.
That's my initial hunch, right? So I'm glad you're thinking the same way. But
what's your second hunch?
But no, I believe that to be true. But my thing is, okay, so now let's think.
Thinking.
We're resuming to normal life now.
Yeah.
Because make no mistake,
We are.
everyone like let's look statistically, right? I think last time I checked, it was like 36% of the population was vaccinated. Okay.
Correct. Fully vaccinated.
So in theory, if I go to a restaurant, okay, and there are 3 tables, only 1 table
Is vaccinated.
is vaccinated. Okay, let's do the simple math.
Yes.
Okay. I guarantee you, amplify that. Amplify that by 10, 20, 60 tables. Okay. 1/3 is vaccinated. Okay. So 1/3 of 60, right, is 20. So 20 tables out of the 60 would be just no mask. They walk in, no problem, right? I guarantee you, like, it's going to be like 50 out of the 60.
Or everyone.
Or everyone. No,
Yeah, because now they're like, oh, I don't need the mask.
because there's like, okay, do something. Prove it.
Yeah.
Where's your vaccine card? I don't have it on me. I don't carry it on me. It doesn't fit in my wallet.
I don't have a mask. Yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
I know. I get what you're saying.
It's just over, bro. It's done. I don't care because I'm vaccinated, and I don't care is loose because I still don't want other people to die.
This is what I'm afraid of right now, right? And this is where the conspiracy theories come out of me. So, if they just decided to lift the mask mandate, right? Focus on this for a sec.
Yeah.
They decided to lift the mask mandates, and people who are vaccinated, not vaccinated, everyone just takes off the mask. You go to a restaurant, there's no 1/3 of them not wearing masks, and then the other 2/3 are wearing masks, right?
Okay.
Everyone's not wearing masks.
Okay.
No social distancing, nothing. But the numbers are still decreasing in terms of cases.
No, that could absolutely happen.
But my conspiracy is they're gonna play with the
fudge
numbers.
them? Oh no.
It's just my conspiracy theory.
Maybe.
I'm not a Republican. I'm not doing these like.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
I don't align. So I don't.
It's not like I'm against Biden or anything.
No.
I'm just saying.
I don't
has
align
nothing to
with
do with
any
politics.
political party, bro. I think all of these
nothing.
people. I think all of these people. At the end of the day, whether you support gun control, whether you are against gay marriage, whoever you are,
I'm not with any. I don't care about that shit.
No, I don't, because at the end of the day, I know all of y'all are dirty, nasty people.
I'm not ever gonna be.
Like, I don't care if you're against what I'm for. I don't care if you're for what I'm against. That's what I mean. That's what I meant when I said, gun control. Whatever. I don't care your stance about anything.
No.
While that might get you elected and that might earn my vote, because I'll be honest, I voted for Biden because socially, I can't be Republican. I'm just socially, I'm just not Republican.
I get it.
Right? But at the end of the day, I didn't vote for Biden saying, "Oh wow, he's really just a noble stand-up guy." I was like, "No, he's the devil." But he's the devil I know. Like, I know this devil.
I get it. I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's not. We're not aligning with anyone or anything. But
no, and you can't, because you see all this shit and you're like, "How can I stand behind this?"
Yes. Yeah. But you don't need masks.
No, and
technically,
and you don't need masks. But I urge you guys to be careful.
I still wear my mask.
I still wear my mask too, because at the end of the day, I've seen what it's like to not wear a mask. I've seen what it's like before the pandemic. We were gross. Like, we're nasty.
That's true, right? You learned a lot about hygiene.
Yeah, I learned an insane amount. Like, 'cause don't get me wrong, I had sanitizer before and shit like that.
I honestly did not. But I never had it.
I had sanitizer for certain settings. Like, I would use sanitizer after playing basketball because your hands are all black.
Yeah.
But I didn't sanitize. I didn't sanitize if I went to like the grocery store to get a pack of Twizzlers.
Yeah, exactly.
I never did that.
Exactly.
Anyway. Depression, bro.
The CDC.
The
CDC.
Yeah, that's
Go
why.
read it.
Just don't align yourself with anybody. Don't do anything. Just do whatever's in your best interest for your health. And eventually, when you do that, you'll going to realize that that's actually helping everybody else
yes,
too.
Exactly. Well, hopefully no one ever thinks like that.
All right. Well, let me take a quick break so I can kill myself and then come. I'm just very worried about this, but it's going to be okay. Let's take a quick break and we'll come back with some more topics.
Let's do it.
All right.
Alrighty.
So we came back from the break.
Don't do it.
But the break didn't work because I came back a little sleepy, I think, because I misheard something and we almost got canceled. But it's okay.
Yes.
It's fine.
Thank you for not.
Yeah, thank you. No, I knew something was wrong because I knew you didn't say that.
No.
And you didn't.
No, I did not.
Okay.
And you were just...
Just continue with your story.
So, continue. You mean say it.
Well, start your story.
So, yesterday, I did something that you are not going to like.
Okay.
You bought a bike.
A bike with a bicycle.
A bike.
Okay.
A bicycle, for exercising.
Okay. Yes.
I got it, and it's part of my new, changing my lifestyle.
Is it stationary or is it one of the?
No, you go outside, like you use it.
Oh,
It's a bike, bro.
It's a bike. It's a bike. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's a bike. It's a real bike. I paid some money for it.
Oh no. Is it like a bike? Like, is it the one with the thin wheels and just?
No. It's a mountain bike.
Okay, so it's a mountain bike. Okay,
It's a mountain bike.
You didn't buy like one of those weird. Like,
No. I'm not that guy. Like,
yeah.
I'm not trying to be that guy.
But what if you end up liking bikes? What if you are that guy?
No, I'm not gonna like because it was very tiring. But
Oh, you've done it.
I've done it yesterday. I bought it yesterday and I used it yesterday.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
So I biked for an hour. And then I gymmed for like 30 minutes, like weightlifting and stuff. And this is part of my whole new, my changing my lifestyle to be a bit more healthy.
Starting is one of the hardest parts.
It is. It was hard. I'm not going to lie. I thought I was like, oh, bro, get on the bike. You used to do this when you were a kid. Just play 2 hours, 3 hours.
So okay.
It was hard.
Okay,
it was
let me
hard.
ask you this question.
Go ahead.
So you're now like officially like as of yesterday or 2 days ago or whatever it was, you started your new diet.
I started. I'm not gonna call it a diet. I'm just saying I just want to cleanse everything inside me.
Yeah, you started your cleanse.
Let's say it's a diet.
It is a diet because it's fairly strict. Your diet.
It's a very strict diet, but I'm playing it as good as I can.
Okay, so what advice do you have for somebody that is, for example, they've lived an unhealthy lifestyle. They're trying to get their lifestyle right. They start to have maybe, they're not happy with where they're at health wise.
Yeah. So that's what happened to me, right? In the past, we've been talking about this for a few episodes where I'm just not happy with, how I feel and how I look and, my body. And
the biggest thing there too is you said you didn't just say how you look. You said how you feel. Too.
How I feel. No,
Exactly.
I felt bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, damn it, why do I keep doing this? If I know there's a problem, why do I keep doing it? And it's a realization. Realizing it is step one. Step two is acting on it. Just start. That's what I was like, just start. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to start on Saturday or on Sunday or next week.
Yeah.
Just start.
Yeah.
And I didn't plan to start 2 or 3 days ago. I didn't. I just woke up in the morning. I was like, you know what?
Today's the day.
Just start.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. Like to anybody that's trying to change their lifestyle, because for me, when I did it, it was 2019. I'm telling you, I was eating like terribly. I was eating out very frequently. Most of the time, it was Korean barbecue. Okay, so I mean, I was eating just all you can eat type stuff, and I was just going crazy. And I started to feel like shit because like kind of the mental aspect of like, dude, why do I do this? But in addition to that, I started to feel like shit, like physically.
Yeah.
Like my bones started to hurt a little bit. And I wasn't even that big. I was like 215, which is technically obese, but I wasn't even that big.
Yeah,
but
and like
I was playing sports. I was just like exhausted.
Exactly. So for me, do you know what did it for me? Like this is like a month and a half ago or something. I had to go. I live in a townhouse, so I have multiple floors. So I went all the way downstairs to the basement to get something, and then I went all the way back up.
Your heart almost fell out your ass.
That was normal. Then I was like, I got to go back down.
Oh, no.
And get something because I forgot. I went back down again. I came back up and then I was dead by the second floor. And I was like, this is really bad because I used to be in great shape. You remember. I used to play like 6 hours of basketball and I'd eat like a pig.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter because I was exercising so much.
Yeah.
So now when that happened, I'm feeling like I felt very bad. So I was like, I got to get my stamina back.
Yeah.
And I got to so how do you do that? I have to watch what I eat, just get to where I need to be. And then when I'm there, I'm not going to cut out exercise from my life.
Yeah.
Every day. You can't. If you think you can go on your life without moving and eat whatever you want, it's not going to work.
My biggest thing is I've seen different levels of you know when your voice there's like a little something and it sounds like it has a filter on it. Yeah. So I've seen different levels of the downsides of not taking care of your body health wise, right? You have people that are like, family wise that have health conditions, but in addition to the health wise, if people don't take care of their body, meaning that they don't go to the doctor, they don't do this, like if something's hurting, they don't check it out. Yeah. Like then at age like 50, you're looking back is like, hey, how come my right ankle just stopped working? Like,
but this is another thing because these people, I always used to say these people piss me off, right? The people who are like so skinny but they eat whatever they want, and they think they're in good shape. But
No.
they're not.
No.
Just because your metabolism's working just means that you're burning fat. But it doesn't mean that you are in fit.
When I say lose weight or dieting or whatever, this is what I mean. I mean that essentially there is a circle here and a circle here, and then they meet in the middle. That's called a Venn diagram. Okay.
Yes.
So people that might be overweight, right, and then people that are skinny can have common things. Like someone that's skinny can have high cholesterol. Someone that's skinny can have high blood pressure.
Because they're eating wrong. They're doing something wrong.
So it doesn't matter what weight you're at. It doesn't matter whatever. My thing is like, what I realized is, dude, I want to be here to see my grandkids. I want to be here to, I want to like play,
I want to play
basketball
bro.
with my child. Just like,
I want to go up 2 floors without like,
I don't want to be like 40 and I can't do anything outside.
Yeah. And I got that realization, and and it's like what you said. It's not what you look like only. It's your lifestyle.
It's how you feel, how the things you're able to do.
Yes. So
I would love to go hiking sometimes. I like the scenery.
I would
and stuff like
love to do that too.
Before that, no way. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I was not physically fit.
So
enough to do it.
that's my realization that, holy crap, I look in the mirror and I'm not happy. I feel bad when I go up 2 floors and I can't breathe.
No, it's no way to.
Especially
when it's self-inflicted.
Yes. Exactly.
It's self-inflicted. It's not like you have any health condition. You did this to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It's just stupid.
And that's why I looked in the mirror and I was like, "You idiot! Like, look what you did."
And I know, granted, I've been only doing this for like the past 3 or 4 days, but these 3 or 4 days, I feel good, even though I don't look good.
Yeah,
I feel good.
You feel lighter because a lot of it is
lighter.
The water weight is gone because at the end of the day, like something that I realized when I was dieting earlier, and I still kind of do it, but not as much as I used to, because at the end of the day, you're not heavy. Like the thing that people don't understand is that you're not strictly dieting forever. You are strictly dieting to get yourself to where you want to be, and then your maintenance.
Exactly, maintenance for me this is what I'm trying to get to. This is my optimal solution where I lose the weight that I need to be so I can look good, and then I go back to what I've been doing, a little bit less, but continue my exercises.
Yeah.
Continue riding my bike. Continue going to the gym. Continue running.
Yeah.
I'm done. I am completely done with just sitting down and watching TV all day with snacks in front of me. I'm done with that.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that. And you shouldn't do that. That's such a waste of time.
No. And I recommend to anybody that's trying to get more fit, whether skinny, overweight, or whatever it may be, and you're just trying to get your health right. If you're trying to do cardio, I recommend do cardio within an activity, like
binge watching a TV show.
No, I mean like if you're gonna do cardio, don't just go for a run. You're gonna get bored of that. Play basketball, play soccer, go play tennis.
That's why for me, that's why for me, I wanted to change it up because you know me, I'm not a gym guy.
No,
I'm just not. So I got the bike because I want to try something new. And it's fun. I listen to music on the way, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I have my phone in front of me. I can like watch videos if I wanted to. Not safe, but...
Not safe.
Yeah. No. But, I listen to music. And then like I bike to the gym. I get there. I do some of my weightlifting stuff. And then I go back home and, we're going to play basketball today. We're going to change it up.
Yeah, you just change it up.
You change it up. And you just have activities part of your lifestyle and you'll feel good.
Yes.
And that's what I'm trying to do.
Absolutely.
And it's been great, even though it's been like 4 days.
Did you also buy a bike because, so you bought a bike coincidentally when America ran out of gas? Like, you bought a bike when the whole East Coast just ran out of gas.
So that's funny you say that because it was on my mind when I bought the bike.
I'm sure it was.
I swear it was. I was like, how long are we going to be without gas?
And for those of you that don't know, for those our international listeners, so America, the East Coast is 45% of the gas that we get on the East Coast comes from a pipeline that runs from Texas to New Jersey. Okay. So this pipeline actually got hacked. Okay. We're not sure by who. There's people have assumptions and shit, but that's not my job. That's not my place.
I'm not talking about where
I'm not going to be like, it was North Korea. I'm like, I have no idea. Yeah. So, dude.
They got hacked and they closed. Somehow, it's a technological thing where they were able to close the pipeline and then what's the company called?
America. I don't know, bro.
So America, they can't open it.
Yeah, America can't open it.
That's how they asked for a ransom.
Yeah,
They're like, oh, give us whatever.
And they paid it.
5 million. They're like, give us 5 million. 5 million, we'll open it back up again. They paid it. I don't know. They didn't say how much they paid. They asked for 5 million. God knows how much they paid.
Yeah. It was, I haven't.
So did you go and try to fill up gas?
Bro, I didn't look for gas this hard since like my constipation crisis of 2019.
So you did. So you found the problem.
Huh?
You saw the problem.
I saw the problem.
So you saw that there were gas stations closed.
Okay, so let me explain something.
Wait.
I thought I didn't have gas. Because when I got in my car, an alert came. Right? I didn't look at the alert. I was just like, oh. So I was looking for gas, and then I looked. I was like, oh, like I was at my friend's house, and we were like, oh, we need to go somewhere. None of us have gas. So like, do you have gas? I'm like, I'm not sure. I don't think I do. The light was windshield wiper fluid. I had like a full tank.
Oh, okay.
But I'm driving by.
What do you mistake those?
I just heard it. I was just, Anyway, so I'm driving by these gas stations, dude. It's awful. You're seeing the hoarding. So this is what happens in America. So as soon as they release that, okay, pipeline went down, we're gonna have a little bit of a gas shortage. Americans aren't like, okay, well, I have gas, I'll probably make it through it. Americans aren't like, okay, well, let me fill up my tank and do this. Americans,
I need to fill up the whole damn house.
Americans, we panic. We're a panic-based system. Okay? Yes. When COVID started, toilet paper was just out of commission.
It was a freaking commodity.
It was out of commission. Toilet paper turned into a Gucci belt. Like, it's just like, if you have it, you have it. Right? Like, so you're going to the gas station, people are filling Ziploc bags worth of gasoline. People's cars were exploding. Like, there's this Hummer, apparently, my friend told me about. I found a video.
It online.
You saw it online.
Yeah.
Just like, it's like, yeah, no shit. You put 80 trash bags of gas in your car, see what happens. I mean,
seriously, and I bet he was a smoker too. But anyway, so gas stations were closed, and some gas stations just didn't have enough to sustain it. Like I went to Costco gas, and the line, it was huge.
Yeah.
So then I look online at night.
Gas Buddy?
No. I'm gonna say a funny story. Do you know why gas stations closed?
Why?
Well, I don't know why, but they didn't have to. Tyrese Gibson.
Bro, Tyrese did not do this.
He did it.
Okay, tell me.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't. I didn't see it. Just tell me. What did Tyrese do?
He went to a gas station that was supposedly closed.
Uh-huh.
He went and he told the guy, he apparently had like a relationship with him, or he knew him.
Okay, interesting. I mean, he's Tyrese, so I guess.
And then he just used one of the things that said sorry out of gas, and he was filling it up, and it was a video of him doing it. He was like, look guys, if you know the right people, you can get anything done. I was like, that's bullshit.
Oh, because Tyrese lives in Atlanta now, so he got affected. He's on the East Coast, yeah.
But like technically he didn't, because he knew the people. He went, he was like, oh look, go look at his Instagram.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, but I'm not surprised by that.
So why would they close it if you have gas?
Operations management.
But you can sell.
No, I know, but you could sell. But you
take advantage. Like it's a business.
I know, but like you would rather be the gas station that offers gas like consistent. So say there's a gas station, a BP in McLean. British Petroleum, right? That's what that is?
Yeah.
Blood pressure?
British Petroleum.
British Petroleum was open. And they opened sporadically because the guy's like, I have gas, but I want to fluctuate it. I want to bring in the demand. I'm not trying to just have people, whatever. And I want to be known as the fluctuation guy. Mm-hmm. That's me. That's him.
I got it. But, I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it.
Okay.
If you have gas, freaking open your damn gas stations. But now it's over. They opened the pipeline and prices are normalized.
Yeah, prices are normalized.
Right? Because did you see the gas station that was like $6 a gallon?
I did see that, yeah. That's nuts.
Bro.
That's just not an option.
I would definitely ride my bike.
Yeah, I would. Dude, me and my friends, I swear, like, this is where it got to. I'm sorry if I just, like, took a shit on your ears with what I just did to the mic. But this is how far it got to. My friend didn't have gas at all.
Okay.
In his car. He was about 3 whiskers away from renting a Tesla. Like 3 whiskers away from renting a Tesla.
Wow. I didn't even think of this.
He was 3 whiskers. Like we almost did it. Like almost did it. And he got gas the next day. But we were like this close to doing it at 11 p.m. on a Thursday night or whenever the hell I went.
Did you see that video? I'm sorry. This has nothing to do with anything, but it's because you said Tesla and gas. Did you see that woman online who had a Tesla. She just bought it new, and then she went to the gas station to fill it up, and she couldn't find the gas.
Are you serious?
I swear.
Dude, I feel like you should give them the prompt, like a rubric when they leave the dealership or the showroom.
Don't go to gas.
Yeah, just remember, no gas stations, just the charger. There's a USB-C in the trunk. Just plug that in. Okay.
That was hilarious.
Okay, so yes. In addition to all of this that's going on, this is in live time, so we're reporting as well as we can, but we want to give our predictions for the NBA play-in. We release on Mondays, right? The NBA play-in occurs on a Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay, they go through Tuesday through Thursday, I believe. Okay, and the games are going on right now to determine the seeding. Yeah, so we're going to do our best to work with this, right? So let's start with the Eastern Conference, because at the very least, we know what the Eastern Conference
might look like.
We know what it might look like. Maybe. Okay.
Let's start with the East.
So again, let's run down what the play-ins are. The play-ins go as follows. The 7th seed plays the 8th seed in a game. The 9th seed plays the 10th seed in the game. The winner of the game of the 7th seed and the 8th seed makes the playoffs. The loser of that plays in the game with the winner of the 9 and 10. And whoever wins makes the playoffs.
Yes.
So basically, if you are the loser out of the 9 and 10, you're out. And if you are the loser of the second round of that play-in tournament, you're out.
Yes.
So those two teams will go in. Currently in the Eastern Conference, we have at 7, the Celtics. At 8, the Hornets. At 9, the Wizards. At 10, the Pacers. The Celtics cannot move. But the Hornets, Wizards, and Pacers all can move and are all playing right now as we record this.
Yes. And it's fourth quarter right now for the Wizards.
Yes.
And they're up by 2 points.
The Wizards are up.
The Wizards are up 2 points.
Okay, I'm gonna make a bold prediction.
You sure?
Let us do these with assumptions. Right now, the Pacers are up by 14 on the Raptors with 3 minutes left. The Wizards are up 2 with 7 minutes left. I'm going to make the assumption that the Pacers win and the Wizards win.
Fine.
Okay, as it comes to our predictions,
I'm with that.
If that is the case, if the Wizards win, they will be the 8th seed. If the Pacers win, they will be the 9th seed, with the Hornets being the 10th seed. So the first round of the play-ins will be Celtics versus the Wizards, Hornets versus the Pacers, assuming that's how it plays out.
Fine. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so let's start with Celtics versus the Wizards.
Do you want me to say who's going to win?
Yeah, so the winner of this goes directly to the playoffs. Ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready.
On 3?
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
No, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Wizards.
Celtics. Okay. I'm going with the Wizards because the Celtics lost Jaylen Brown. So I don't know.
Okay, well, I didn't know that information.
Okay. So does your answer change?
For how long?
He's gone. Like, he's not coming back.
What's wrong with him?
He broke his finger or something. Did your answer change?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're Wizards, right?
I'm Wizards now.
Okay, so I'm not saying that Jason Tatum can't pull it off. I'm just saying they're depleted.
Need some help. Yeah.
They're depleted.
All right. It's Wizards Day.
Okay, so I think the Wizards win that, and the Wizards make the playoffs.
Yeah, they will make the playoffs.
So then you have the Celtics. They're going to go play the next round. Then you have the Pacers versus the Hornets. Who do you have winning that?
Pacers. Sorry, I didn't want to wait till 3 because I just have a feeling Pacers will win.
I'm going to go with the Hornets.
You're going to go with the Hornets. Is there another guy who broke his toe?
No. Oh, man. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going with you. I'm going with the Pacers.
Pacers? Yeah, bro. Pacers are on a high
I like the Pacers team.
Yeah, what they're doing right now the past few games, they've been on it.
They've lost the last couple, but they've been competitive. Yes. And in this game, they're thrashing Toronto.
We should tell our boy who bets on games. Anyway, continue.
Okay. So basically, just to run down, we both have the Wizards beating the Celtics and making the playoffs. We both have the Pacers beating the Hornets and making that second game.
So let's make it a little bit more clear for the people who are viewing us and are like, what the hell are they saying again?
Yes.
7th and 8th seed.
Yes.
Who is it based on our assumptions?
The Celtics and the Wizards.
The Celtics and the Wizards, 7 and 8.
Yeah.
We say Wizards will win.
Yeah, and go directly to the playoffs.
And they'll go directly to the playoffs. Now, the loser of that, which is the Celtics,
they play
against
the winner of the Pacers and Hornets.
And we said Pacers will win.
Yeah, so now this third game.
So Pacers and Celtics will play.
Will play, yes. And the winner of that goes to the playoffs.
All right, so who of those, the Pacers and Celtics, do you think are going to go to the playoffs?
Pacers. Celtics.
Really?
I'll say Celtics.
Above the Pacers?
I'll say Celtics, yeah.
You just said Jaylen Brown.
No, I know, but I don't think
I don't think they'll get in.
I don't think the Pacers are as good as the Wizards, and I think that it's
You
just
mean the Celtics?
No, the Pacers aren't as good as the Wizards, and the Wizards could beat the Celtics. I don't think the Pacers can.
Oh, okay.
And if you give them one game, because on the Wizards you have guys with experience. You have Beal and Westbrook as the best players
And
versus
Beal's
Jason
back.
Tatum, right? And the Pacers have good experience too. I just don't know if I'm putting all my eggs in that basket.
I think I will.
Okay, that's fine. So essentially, our prediction is the plans. We have the Wizards going into the playoffs. I have the Celtics. You have the Pacers for that second slot.
Yes.
Cool. So now let's talk about the Western Conference.
Wait. When do they start playoffs?
Tuesday. Oh, the playoffs.
The playoffs after
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yes. So we're gonna record.
I have to record before that.
We're gonna record before that.
Yeah, because
I want
our predictions. I want my prediction. I need my bracket.
Yeah. We're gonna create a bracket, and we'll actually create like a digital bracket and maybe put it up.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
do it. No, man, I love it.
Sorry. No, I'm sorry. Okay. The West is a shit show right now.
The West is very confusing to me because everything's just thrown up there. No game started yet to actually analyze who's going to be in the play-ins.
Okay, so let me tell you what we're currently facing. There are 3 teams in the West that are definitely going to be in the play-ins, regardless of seeding.
Oh, so there's just one team that we don't know.
The Spurs are definitely going to be 10th, 100%. They can't beat 10th. You have the Warriors or the Grizzlies at 9th and the Warriors at 8. Those can switch. So those can switch.
Okay.
Depending on how their games go. Okay?
Then you have
the Lakers at 7 and then the Trailblazers at 6. If the Trailblazers win their game and the Lakers win their game, the Lakers have to go to the play-in. Okay?
Okay.
So again, we are going to go largely based off of assumption. The Lakers are playing the Pelicans today.
Yes, at 9 p.m. Eastern time.
I believe they win that game.
I believe they will.
Okay. The Blazers play the Nuggets tonight.
I think they'll lose.
I think they lose that game.
I think they'll lose that game.
So to me, my play-in, the 4 teams, we'll talk about seeding in a second. The 4 teams at 7, the Blazers, or no, let's ignore seeding. The Blazers, the Warriors, the Grizzlies, the Spurs. Okay?
Yes.
So the other 2 contention is the Warrior and the Grizzlies. They could switch between 8 and 9.
Yes.
So the Warriors, they play the Grizzlies today. Whoever wins that game
will determine 7 or 8.
Yes. I have the Warriors winning that game.
I think they'll win that game.
Or 8 or 9.
8 or 9. Yes.
So with our assumptions, our 7th seed is the Blazers.
So we're in sync on all of them.
We're in sync on the assumption. Our 7th seed will be the Blazers. Our 8th seed will be the Warriors.
So those 2 will play against each other.
Yes.
And then the next
Grizzlies is the 9th, and they will play the Spurs at 10th.
The Spurs. And then Lakers are in.
And the Lakers are in. So the Grizzlies and the Warriors are both on 5-game winning streaks going into this game. So this is going to be very interesting. So let's talk about our predictions. So the first game we have in our hypothetical here.
Hypothetical play-in.
We have the Blazers against the Warriors.
The Blazers against the Warriors.
Yes.
Who do you think will win? Brother against brother?
Brother.
Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, he's on Philly now. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Warriors.
I think experience prevails here.
I mean,
I think they might be. I think they'll be okay.
I think they'll win.
I don't think they'll get far in the playoffs, but I think they'll win this game.
Yeah, they'll win the play-in.
So now you have the Blazers.
Blazers.
They play the winner of
the winner
of the Grizzlies and Spurs.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, I'm ready too. 3, 2, 1.
Spurs.
Grizzlies.
Really?
Yeah, the Grizzlies are on a 5-game winning streak. They're very hot right now.
I think they'll lose.
They could. Greg Popovich, man, they could definitely lose. I don't like betting against Greg Popovich, but
I don't. But
okay, so our games.
That's why I sticked with him.
Our final game, we both have the Warriors in the playoffs, and the final slot in our hypothetical will be determined in the game by the game of the Trailblazers versus, for me, it's the Grizzlies. For you, it's the Spurs.
Yes.
Okay. Who do you have winning your game on 3? 3, 2, 1. Oh, don't say it now. I forgot. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Blazers.
Spurs.
Okay.
I think Spurs.
You think Spurs beat the Blazers?
They'll lose the first one in the playoffs, but that's not the point. I think they'll win the play-in to get in.
Okay, so the two that I predict are the Warriors and the Blazers to make it into the playoffs.
Okay.
At the 7th and 8th seed.
I think Warriors and Spurs.
You think Warriors come in at 7th and 8th. Okay, so by next podcast, we are going to have an answer for you, and we are going to do comprehensive projections. So for the people that don't know how the NBA works, I'm sorry, but the way the playoffs work is the top 8 teams, after this play-in, the top 8 teams in each conference, West and East, play each other. First plays 8th, second plays 7th, third plays 6th, fourth plays 5th. That's the first round.
Isn't that... I'm sorry, I have to say this. Isn't that really stupid?
No, if you got the best record, you deserve the leeway of playing the shittiest team.
What? It doesn't make sense.
I got the best record. I got the best record. I deserve to play.
Yeah, but this is the playoffs. This is different. You both earned the right to be in the playoffs. It doesn't matter how well you played during the season.
No, I disagree.
Really?
That's the whole seeding. Yeah, if I got first, I don't want to go up. If I'm the Jazz, I don't want to play the Suns in the first round.
But they should do it like the way the NFL does it. Like if you're the first seed, then you skip the first round.
Or like a bye.
Yeah.
Nah, they need money.
I get it, but you know what I mean.
I think the bye is dead. Like I think that's not. Going to be a thing in the future.
Exactly like a bye, but there's more games in the NBA.
Some form of incentive.
Yeah, some form of incentive. Some
form of sim.
But anyway, yes, it's first against 8th and blah blah blah. But I don't know. I don't like it. Anyway, continue.
So our next podcast, we're going to do those predictions. We're not gonna talk about it in detail because it's a lot. We're just gonna go bang bang bang.
Yep, just talk about our predictions and what happened.
Jazz versus Blazers. Who do you have? Jazz. Okay, next. Whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but yeah, we're gonna do it nice and quick because if we don't, that shit is gonna take 2 hours.
Agreed.
And this is not a sports podcast. This is a podcast where we talk about sports.
Yes.
Oh man. Well, yeah. Okay. I think I'm good.
Hey man, we'll wait till next week. We'll figure out what actually happened.
Yeah, we'll figure out what.
And then we'll see what will happen.
Yeah. Again, this is largely based on assumptions. And as we talk through that, by the way, this.
What happened?
Okay.
Who's winning?
Okay. So the Hornets are actually up on the Wizards now, by 1 point.
It doesn't matter. They'll lose.
Okay. The Pacers beat the Raptors.
Because we said it.
The Pacers beat the Raptors, so that's in stone.
We know that.
Done.
Yep, we knew that.
Cool. Okay. So anyway, whether our assumptions are right or not, I guess we'll find out. But regardless, we appreciate you guys for joining.
Wait.
What?
Do you want to say the other way around? What happens if our assumption is the opposite? Like what if Hornets win?
We might have to take a quick break.
Let's take a quick break.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, we got our thoughts together. We're sorry we almost left you, but we're not going to leave you. We're going to add some minutes to this podcast.
Yeah, because you have to alter the assumptions.
Yeah, we have to alter the assumption.
What if we're wrong?
So now we know that the Pacers just won.
Yes, the Pacers won, so they're good.
The Hornets are up 3 right now.
So let's just say they win.
So let's just say they hypothetically win.
Yes.
So what that does to our predictions is we had initially predicted that the Wizards were to win that game and get the 8th seed. Now, if the Hornets win this game, they stay in the 8th seed. So that means that they play the Celtics.
Yes, and the Wizards will be in the
playing
9th.
the Pacers.
Yes.
Okay. So in my opinion,
okay,
the Celtics versus the Hornets.
Okay, I think Hornets will win.
I think Hornets might take that.
Yeah.
Okay. The Wizards versus the Pacers, I'm still standing by the Wizards.
I think Wizards will beat that.
So then you have the Hornets go to the playoffs, then you have Wizards play Celtics. Yep. And I think the Wizards
the same assumption as before.
So
Wizards
then you have the Hornets and then the Wizards go in.
Yes.
Right? So that's for that. Now,
that's the East
for
Coast.
the West.
West.
The point of contention was 2 things. Who's going to make the play-in, the Trailblazers or the Lakers? We assumed the Trailblazers were going to make the play-in. Now let's assume it's the Lakers.
Okay, fine.
Okay? And we also assumed that the Warriors were going to come in at 8th and the Grizzlies at 9th. Let's flip it.
Sure.
Lakers will play the Grizzlies. They'll destroy them.
Of course.
Okay. Warriors will play the Spurs. They're going to beat them.
Yes.
Okay. So then you have Warriors and Warriors then play the Grizzlies to determine.
I want them to play against the Lakers.
The Lakers are just going to make it, but the Warriors are going to play the Grizzlies to determine who is going to be in that last
So
slot.
they'll play again. So they're playing today, and then if what we just said happens, they'll play them again.
Yeah, and in that game, I have the Warriors winning.
Of course.
So,
for me, Warriors.
So I have the Warriors and Lakers going into the playoffs with that kind of opposite side view of our initial predictions.
Yes.
But again, who the hell knows? Because these games are still going on. And right now the Wizards are up. It's a whole thing.
Yeah,
it's a whole thing.
So, but hey, we put in both.
We put in both, so you can't say we were wrong. All right, this has been a great podcast. Okay,
sounds good, guys.
Well, we appreciate you guys listening. Thank you for everything. Like, comment, subscribe, do the whole shebang. Shout out to Calor Food, videos coming soon. Shout out to Palestine. Yeah,
I'm good, man.
I'm good. All right, signing off.
See ya.